What's going on, y'all? We are back again, week 24 of real estate Q&A sessions here every Thursday, 12 o'clock. I know it's not 12 right now, but we are back. So appreciate you guys for showing up. Or as you guys continue to file in, we are on week 24 of our real estate Q&A sessions, bringing this to you guys live every single week, answering anything, everything real estate related. And we just doing the damn thing. So, again, appreciate you guys for showing up. And as you guys continue to file in over the next couple minutes or 30 minutes, depending on whatever you guys are doing today. I don't know if you're at work. I don't know if you're out. Where do you guys watch the show? Like, some of you guys come in and post up every day. I mean, not every day, but every week. Are you guys watching this as you're at work or as you're at home or listening to it as you're on Zoom meetings or whatever? Like, let me know. I want to know. Because 12 o'clock during the daytime is it's my time. I've officially claimed it as my time, being as though consistency is key. And I got 24 weeks of claiming 1 o'clock on 12 on Thursdays is my time. I would kind of like to know where you guys are at. I'm at home. You guys normally see me. I'm at home. Last week I was in the truck. What's going on, Sneaker Feeds? What's going on, Jack's Florida Promotions? What's going on, y'all? Y'all first two people to show up this today. Sneaker Feeds says at home. It's great. It's always great to be at home during the middle of the day. Yo, what? The crazy part is, like, y'all remember when, like, I don't know if, when you say you're at home, I don't know if you're teleworking or whatever, but y'all remember, like, having to go to work at 12 o'clock, like, being at work during the week? Like, now it's just crazy. It's just crazy now that people are so conditioned to be working at home. Like, did you ever think that you were going to spend this much time at home this year? Like, it's that crazy. So this coronavirus has got everybody all kind of jacked up. I'm not going to say that I'm opposed to being at home. I'm pretty sure some people are not opposed to being at home while they work. Oh, dang, furlough. Dang. Well, look, guy got better things in store. So, we're just gonna keep going and stay persistent. I love it. I know you are. Look, if there's anything that this pandemic has taught you, is that you need to be able to diversify how you bring in income, diversify what you're doing, and find different ways to the money, right? There's a lot of people that are going to be, like, really, they're going to make a lot of money off of this pandemic due to the shifts and things like that are occurring and going on. So, it's, if you're open, you can start new things, you can start new businesses, you can learn new trades, you can learn new skills. All this time, all this, these shifts and things that's going on with the economy and the way things are operating right now presents opportunities for you guys. So, whether fired, furloughed, whatever, there's still opportunities out there to go out there and get it, and then if there aren't any, create them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that, like, it's easy to do all this stuff, because it's not. But I am saying it because, you can do anything you want to do and set your mind to. So, anyway, real estate Q&A sessions, week 24. Appreciate you guys for showing up. Again, I don't know if you guys know. Well, of course you guys know, but we had a contest over the past week. Last week I threw something out there and said, yo, let me see what I can get back. Let me see, let me see who's actually out here trying to get it. And, we actually had some folks that came in and put some videos together and participated in the challenge. And I do nothing but love and respect y'all. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for my regular followers. My thing is all about action. You already know this. Oh, man. Yeah, tighten up. Yo, if you guys did not know, for anybody else is following, if you guys did not know, about 2 years ago, oh snap, I had coffee here the whole time. I didn't even drink it. But yeah, about 2 years ago, I went viral at a Titans game. If you guys don't know, I will be having a lot more Titans signage around here and stuff like that. This coffee like 2 hours old, but I forgot it was even full. But about 2 years ago, I went viral. I went to a Ravens game. How ironic. I live here in Ravens. I live here in Baltimore, and I drove down to see my first Titans game, 11 hours. And when I was there, they got scrubbed. The Ravens tore them a new one. It was like 28-0. And I was there, and I had my little Titans flag that I had bought, and halftime, the cameraman shipped it to me, and, I didn't think nothing of it. He shipped it to me, went like this, and then he just gave me the thumbs up, and I had the flag, actually. I got y'all. I had the flag around my neck like this, and so when he turned around and gave me the thumbs up, I just kind of like did this and started doing my flag thing, and next thing you know, it took me about 4 or 5 times to get the flag upright because I had it wrong every single time, but I kept trying. And that happened. I didn't think anything of it, didn't even realize I did it. And game went on and everything. And by the time I got out of the game and we were walking to the car, somebody called me and was like, yo, you're going viral. And I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, yo, you're going viral with your flag thing. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about, the flag thing? You're going viral. You got like 50,000 views. I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, well, show me. Send me the link, and like the video showed me with the flag and all that kind of stuff. And it was like 50-something thousand views. And at that moment, like it just... So by the next morning, it already had millions of views, and then I was on the news, World Star, ESPN. Come on, man! For literally 6 months, I got like not top 10 of the year, like number 2 for not top 10 of the year, 2018. I was everywhere, like it's crazy. So I know that was off topic and unreal estate related, but I feel like you needed to share because it's been a year. Shout out to my boys. Oh, upside down. Shout out to my boys, you know what I'm saying? Tighten up, you already know what it is. Beat the Bills' ass on Tuesday. Put some respect on our name. 4-0, baby, don't talk to me nice. Talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all. How about that? If your team's not 4-0, I ain't trying to hear it. So anyway, we're going to get back to this real estate stuff. Appreciate y'all showing up this week 24 of Real Estate Q&A sessions. I will be releasing the winner's name of the contest who participated and did exactly what I asked them to do. We had a couple submissions. I appreciate everybody for showing up. But again, remember, that was all based on me wanting you guys to take action. You guys come here every week, soak up this knowledge and all that kind of stuff. But what are you doing outside of this, right? It's very easy to show up and tune in. But are you doing something with that information, right? That shows that I give a damn. Some people charge you $10,000 for this and won't hold you accountable for nothing. And you've spent $10,000 and there's no accountability. So at least if this thing is free, and at least if you're showing up at occupying time here, I'm going to make sure you're doing what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care if you're taking a little bit of action or a lot of bit of action, but something is better than nothing. Right? And if you're here because you're here for a specific reason. You want to get a tidbit, a nugget, or learn a lot or a little bit about something regarding real estate. And if you're just doing it just to casually do it, then maybe you have future plans. But at some point, action needs to be taken, and that's what separates the people that actually get in the game and are successful, and the people that just talk about it from the sidelines and read books and don't take no action. So again, I'm here to push y'all in the best way, in the best light I can. If that means I got to put a challenge together and say I got some free stuff, then guess what? I'm gonna do that. So anyway, let's see who we got going on here. Let's see. We got Sneaker Fiend, of course, the Golden Boy. Tighten up. You know, Sneaker Fiend's already asked me a couple questions, and I appreciate that. I'll get to you. Nan Delisa, how you doing? Jack's Florida Promotions. Don't listen to him. He's just trying to win. Boo. Titans joke. DR is a beast. Yes, he is. Derrick Henry, straight out of, well, I ain't going to say Jacksonville. He's from Yulee, but he is a Florida product. You know, representing 904 Duval. We go ahead and call that. So, anyway, steady clocking what's going on. He said, what's your Titans connection? I've been a fan of the Tennessee Titans since 1998. They became the Titans on my birthday in 1998, December 22nd. destiny. You know what I'm saying? Steve McNair is my favorite player before they were the Titans, when they were the Oilers. My dog's named Titan. I have Titans everywhere around my house except behind me. Actually, there's 3 footballs up there. Talk to anybody, I am a fanatic. It's not even, it's an obsession. So nobody should ever try my Titans connection, ever. So, but yeah, that's how I got connected with the Titans. And plus, I like the color blue. The whole world watched you struggle with that flag. You damn right they did. What's going on, Shay? 5 other people. Appreciate y'all showing up again. Hey, guys, I haven't even mentioned this before yet. We were already about 10 minutes into the show. If you guys haven't already done so, screenshot this. Let everybody know what we're doing. Tag me. Put it in your story. That is the way you give back to me. I give back to you via information. This is how I want you guys to give back to me. I'm not asking for any money or anything like that. Just screenshot me, post me up, and then tag us and let people know what we're doing so they can show up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask for, guys. You know. And again, any point in time, as soon as I start this live show, you guys do not have to listen to me ramble. You guys can shoot away your questions already. Sneaker Fiends already dropped a couple questions already. So you don't have to sit here and listen to me talk. You can ask your questions and I'll get to them. The whole purpose of this is for you guys, right? I fill the show with talking points and different little things like that. Sometimes I'm prepared, sometimes I'm not. But either way, I'm gonna talk for about an hour. You guys are free to ask anything. Drop that question right there in the little question mark thing right there, or put it in the comment section. I'll make sure to answer it. Again, everything real estate related. At the end of the show, the last 10 minutes, I will relinquish the winner. So you guys have to tune in to see who wins. And there might be another contest. You never know. So let's see. What we got here? Sneaker Fiend asked me, could you get a grant to start in real estate? And which one would you recommend? A grant. Basically, like if you... No, I will not. I will say there's a no-go on grants, right? And that's to my knowledge. There's no grants to my knowledge that you can get to go and buy a house. But you can actually call them grants. Like I'll give you an example, right? So here in Baltimore City, there's a world famous hospital called Johns Hopkins Hospital. And nurses are incentivized to live near the hospital and receive, I guess you can call them grant money or money toward their house to purchase in those areas, right? It's just like if people want you to buy in specific areas, big national corporations or like a Hopkins or something like that, where they're trying to get their nurses to live a little bit closer by, or just help bring up the community around the hospital or the school or whatever with more employees, staff, students. They're going to incentivize those people to do so by offering money toward closing on the house or money toward the down payment of the house. I've seen that before, right? I think it was last year. I was about to purchase the property. It was like 3 or 4 blocks from Hopkins campus, and when I was pulling up the comps, some of the houses that were for sale in that area were offering up to $17,000 for people to buy those houses. I'm selling my house near Hopkins. I want to offer you $20,000 to do so. So that's how you incentivize people to move into specific areas. You offer them, you can call them grants, but it's got to be tied to something, right? Normally, if somebody's giving you money in real estate, there's some stipulations, right? So it's just like first-time home buyers programs. There's different variations of them. There's different companies that offer different amounts of money to you when it comes to buying a house or a primary residence, right? So some places might say, hey, you got a year, I'm offering you $20,000 toward, your closing, but I want you to live there for 2 years, and it has to be like your primary residence. How many times have we seen that? All first-time homebuyer programs have stipulations. So if you're looking for grant money or money to be given to you in the real estate game, they're out there, right? But they're gonna come with some stipulations and they're gonna come with some guidelines like requirements. You know what I'm saying? Hope that answers your question. Would you ever consider a buy-in, maybe 10, 20 people buy in? What does that mean? Would you ever consider a buy-in like I'm buying into something? Maybe 10 to 20 people buy in 10K. Oh, are you talking about like a group fund? Like where a group of people, like 10, 20 people all put in like, $1,000 and then they want to, $1,000 and then they want to buy a house. Is that what you're talking about? Clarify for me. Looks like we got a request. Brent, hold on. I got you, brother. Gotta get my coffee in. With a home, yes, group fund. Brent, I got you real quick. Let me finish this question. So would I consider it? Yes, if the deal is big enough. And the reason why is there's a couple things. There's a couple reasons why I would and I wouldn't, right? If the deal was big enough to where I'm going to see a return on my money, a large enough return on my money, then I'd do it, right? I'm not going to probably go in with a group to buy one house, one single family house. Yes, it's going to be a lot cheaper. Yes, I'm going to own a share of that house. Yes, I'm obligated to receive some money, some funds from the returns of that house. But if it's not a large enough return back, then that money is, that money that I put into the deal might not be worth it. Imagine this, right? I'll give you an example, right? You buy, you and 10 other people are trying to buy one single family rental. Let's say that rental is $1,000 mortgage, and let's say that's $500. Let's say you rent it out for $500. 10 people are going to be clamoring over splitting $500. And if you ask me, you're better off buying that damn house yourself than trying to split $500 between 10 people. And then that's also a bad recipe to be taking all that money and keeping it and splitting it amongst everybody because everybody wants a return. What happens when that house is vacant? What happens when there's repairs? What happens when there's maintenance? Oh, you guys are splitting the $500 and it's going into everybody's pocket, but there's no reserve money. There's no money to, hold the property. Who's going to pay that? Who out of the 10 people going to pay that? Right? So if you guys are going to go into a joint venture, it has to be understood amongst everybody. You're not in it for the returns. You're in it you are in it for the returns. But you're not in it to continuously reap profits every single month if the deal is not big enough. Maybe you guys buy the house together and the income you save that, right? You put some in reserves and then you save the rest of it, and maybe you're putting that toward buying another house collectively, right? So as a team, as a company, you guys collectively have a house, but you're not so fixated on the $20 return every month on the rent because you got to split it with eight other people. You guys have to be all on the same accord. Like, we understand that we're not in this to try to split $500 10 ways. And I want my $25. You better, hey, I need that. No, it's not about that, right? When you're buying as a collective, it's buying power, right? You're increasing your buying power. So it's more so about buying continuously versus just seeing individual returns on single family homes. Now, in the event that does work out, is larger deals, right? Larger deals where the returns are a little bit more beefy and things like that. 10 people off $1 million, 10 partners on a $2 million to $5 million project. Hey, now we talking. You know what I'm saying? But when you're talking about splitting it between splitting a single family rental, 5 to 10 people, and you're only collecting a couple $100 a month, and then you got to split that between everybody. That's not the best way to go about it, in my opinion. Right? And that's just my opinion. It is great to do that if you wanted a cheaper way to buy a house and be involved in the process and have some stake and have some equity. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Because buying a house sometimes is not financially, everybody's not financially able. So it's okay to go partner with somebody else. It's okay to, but as long as everybody's on the same page and understands why they're getting into this, and not so much for, hey, I need my return on my money. I need that $50 every month. Because if you're gonna only collect $50 and you put down like $10,000 or $5,000, you're only collecting $25 to $50 a month. You almost are better off just paying for that property by yourself, using that $10K and buying one yourself. I'm just saying, that's just me, right? That's just me. So, hold on, we got a live request. Let's go ahead, get this. Appreciate y'all showing up. This real estate Q&A sessions, week 24. Ask me anything, everything real estate related. Appreciate y'all showing up. What's going on, man?
What's up, gang? Hey, first, thanks and foremost for continuing the consistency. I got a t-shirt line coming out called "Consistency is Currency." So the ability just to keep the momentum is the hardest part. So I appreciate the platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Hey, come on, man. It's every week, man. We ain't got nothing else to do. It's Corona times. You know what I'm saying? We in the house. Why not learn about some real estate?
Hey, it's love, man. So we're gonna see a lot of new businesses come out of this pandemic, hopefully.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, most definitely, man. What you got cooking?
But yeah, man, my question is, I'm out here sourcing for some deals, just trying to keep the momentum rolling. It's just about getting your shots up, keeping your feet wet, hypothetically speaking. So I looked at a deal the other day. Wholesaler brought it to my attention. He said the ARV is like 150. I struggled to find that, but I was able to kind of justify it in my mind enough to go see the property.
Right.
I like what I saw. I saw about 35K max as far as work. He wants about 60, so I would say all in, I would be right around 99, something around that number. So which is still 65%, 150. So it sounds like it could potentially work.
Now, the ARV is my little yellow flag that went up when you was talking about the ARV. So you said you struggled to find a 135, right?
Well, he said the ARV is 150. And this is in Pimlico, so I don't know if you have exposure in that area.
Do you know this guy?
Just a wholesaler. I just found him on IG.
All right, well, screw him. I don't care what he says. That ARV could be 50.
Sure.
I never, ever. I don't give a damn if I know you. I never take wholesalers' numbers. I always run my own numbers. So you did the right thing by running your own numbers. But what that also did was when he gave you that ARV as a number, it put a benchmark in your mind, and you kind of was like looking to try to justify that number to make it work. When in all actuality, only thing you need from a wholesaler is that property address. If you have that property under contract, I just need to know the address and what you're trying to, actually not even what you're really trying to sell it for. I just need the address. I'll run my own numbers, right? Because based on the numbers I run, I'm going to be able to figure out the ARV and what I should be paying for it, because I already know that you have a house under contract and you've already marked it up. I don't know if you got it under contract at a good number. I'll find out, right? Once I figure out what the house is actually worth and I see what you're asking for, I'll know whether you didn't put it under contract for a good number or not, right? Their whole objective is to sell. So I'm a wholesaler too. I have 4 houses under contract that I'm looking to sell right now. So if you need a house, you need a deal, I got like 4 of them right now. I might buy one, but I got 4 deals right now. So if you're looking for a rental, I can send you some information. But anyway, my job is to sell to you. I don't give a damn, right, how you run your numbers. I'm going to make that house in the best of light as possible. So when I run my comps, I might have 100 comps that all say, if my house is worth, $100,000, or I want to sell it for $100,000, and, all the comps say, $80K, and I got like 3 comps or 1 or 2 comps that say 120, that's a red flag, right? That's a red flag for anybody, right? You got 2 houses that say 120 and all the rest say 80, right? Well, if I'm wholesaling, I'm selling to you, I'm still going to put the 120s up, right? Those houses your house could be 1,000 square feet, and those that sold for 120 might be 2,000 square feet. Completely different house, right? Yeah. They might have 4 bathrooms, 4 beds. You might have 2 bathrooms and 2 beds. But they sold for 120 and they're on the same block and they're so close.
But they'll use those comps, but you shouldn't be using those comps. So I'm going to put those comps out there because I want this house to sell because I want to make money and I want it to look like it's in the best light as possible. So I'm going to use comps that ain't even related, right? That happens a lot, right? Because again, the objective is they're salespeople. We have to make the house look like it's in the best light as possible. So that's why you never take wholesalers' numbers because they're always going to use the best comps. They're always going to say it's going to sell quickly. They're always going to say it's a great house, right? It's sales, right? Your power and your where you're going to get the most value is being able to run your own numbers, right? I don't care what you're asking for the house. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be able to pay for the house, right? I don't care what the ARV is. I'm going to figure out the ARV myself. I don't need you telling me, right? Because I know you want this house to look like it could be at this certain value number. Nah, man, you run your own numbers, so you did the right thing, right? But also, here's another thing. You have to completely free your mind of what they tell you the house is worth. Because then you have to take your emotions out of it. Emotional buys are always bad, right? Never try to make a deal work, right? And if the comps aren't there, the comps just aren't there. Don't get to only one or two comps and they're kind of like squeaky comps and then you're like trying to rationale, like trying to make it work. Nah, don't do that, man, because that's when you find yourself in bad situations. I have made that mistake. I've made emotional buys and I've ended up paying for it. So don't by trying to force a deal to work. Don't do that, man. If it doesn't work the first time you look at it or the second time after a deeper thing, it just ain't gonna work. Never force the comps, never force the ARV. The ARV is the ARV. And in fact, you should be even more cautious of your ARVs when you run your numbers now anyway, because of COVID and all that kind of stuff, right? What you want to do is you if the ARV is 100, you might want to say 95 just to be safe. You know what I'm saying? It's Corona times. Who the hell knows what's going on, right? You want to kind of protect yourself and put in some contingency there because at the end of the day, once you buy that house, I could have sold you that house. I could have said, yeah, the ARV is $100,000 and the ARV is really 80, but I had you bought it at $100,000. And guess what? You go to try to refinance it or whatever, you can't get the value out of it. I don't care. I done got my money. I didn't sold water to a whale. That's so when it comes to wholesalers, I don't ever go off of their numbers. The only thing I need is the address, bro. Just give me the address. I'm cool, right? I know what you want, and I'll see if it works. But if it don't work, then this is what I'm willing to pay. And if you can't cut it, then cool, whatever. I'll move on to the next deal.
You sound real frank, like my lender who I went out to for that deal. I sent him this deal. He went out to the property and was chopping it up, kind of similarly to the mindset that you're speaking to, right? I'm like, man, so what? My question is, when you say you were buying it based off emotional and you got burnt in that scenario, the lender wasn't as, I guess, if you went through a hard money lender, was that through hard money?
Yeah, that one was through hard money. The deal worked.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the deal worked. The problem was that I didn't put as much into it as I should have, and there were certain things that from a comp perspective I just didn't include in the renovation that I realized later I should have. I also got screwed on the appraisal because it came back like 10K less, and yeah, it just didn't work out. Now the deal worked on the front end. The back end is that's why I tell y'all, like, if you're gonna do hard money, you need to evaluate the deal on the front end. Can you buy it, and does the numbers just genuinely work? But if you're going to use hard money, you have to evaluate on the back end when you refinance because you're closing a second time. It looks like Brent got cut out, but I'm going to keep expanding on this topic. When you buy using hard money and you're using like the burst strategy, I hope you guys know what the burst strategy is. Shout out to Faith. What's going on, Faith? You ain't slick. I see you up in here. You look, you supposed to have been on this show for a long time. You have not been on here yet. So everybody, I want you to DM Faith and say, get on the show and drop the jewels, because y'all think I got knowledge. Faith got that real knowledge, right? So anyway, yeah, when you're buying burst strategy, you're not only just buying and evaluating the deal on the front end, but you have to evaluate the deal on the back end, right? Because you have to close again, you have to refinance, right? And if you buy the house and you plan on refinancing out of this hard money loan, and the and the house doesn't appraise for the value you need it to appraise for after you put the money into it, then guess what? You're screwed. You have to come out of pocket to make up that difference for the appraisal, because you have no choice, because hard money is a short-term loan, right? It's a short-term loan, usually 6 months to a year. Guess what? When it's time to refinance, you got to get out of that loan, because guess what the interest rates are? Maybe 12%. I've seen people with 15%, 8%. It gets wild. So you have no choice, right? So when you're running these numbers, always run your numbers, right? I'm going to do, I'm going to hop on the whiteboard today, because I kind of enjoyed it last week, right? I'm going to hop on the whiteboard, and see what dang, I ain't even got my cleaner. Dang it, I was about to hop on the whiteboard. Lana! Oh, never mind. All right. Yeah, we're going to hop on. Sorry. I had to call my old lady, because I can't leave y'all here. But anyway, yeah, so when you guys are looking at deals, right, when you start getting out there, right, deal sources. What are some deal sources for you guys to find deals, right? It's like good deals at discounts, right? That's what we want. We'll always deal with agents, right? But, what are some other deal sources? Let's see, some other deal sources. Agents are one. We'll always have agents to go to find deals through. Right? Faith is an agent. I'm an agent. You guys need some deals. Hey, cool. Boom. What's another way? Wholesalers, right? Wholesalers are another deal source for us, right? Wholesalers are people that basically go out, put houses under contract. If they're good and they're doing what they're supposed to do, they put them under contract for a discount, right? So if the house value is at $100,000, they might go put it under contract for 80 or 90, right? They put it under contract for a discount, and then they go and they sell it, and they put it on the market to sell it to you guys for a fee. And sometimes if they're really good, they can have it after they put their price in there, the price they sell it to you for is still a discount, right? So wholesalers can be a great way to find good deals, whether it be flips or rentals. What's another source? We can always go direct marketing. That's when you're going and you're spending money every month, and you're marketing to off-market sellers, right? Off-market sellers. I know you guys we've talked about that before. That's when you basically you go out and you do a bunch of different things, right? Sending mail, driving for dollars, bandit signs. You guys have seen the bandit signs, where it's like, hey, we buy houses. That's another source for direct marketing. Cold calling. You can cold call sellers. Cold call sellers. You say, hey, you get a list, or maybe you go find some vacant properties after you've been driving for dollars. You skip trace their address and stuff like that. And then you say, hey, look, you call that number. You say, hey, Mr. John Brown, hey, I saw your house on 123 Main Street. I was in the area. Hey, I'm looking to buy another house. let's chat, let's talk. I have something I have something to tell you. I have something to bring to the table. Give me a call back or whatever, right? That's what you can do by cold calling. You can also do what's called RVM, which is ringless voicemail, where where you can basically, can y'all see that? Yeah, there you go. You can do RVM. I gotta set it back a little bit. Can y'all see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can see that. So yeah, you can do RVM, direct marketing. What's another way? What's another way you can find houses? Direct mail, agents, wholesalers. Shoot, online. Facebook. People sell houses on Facebook. Online. You can find houses online. There's a bunch of different ways to find houses, yo. Like the game is infinite. You just gotta find the deals, right? I hope that was informative for you guys. Let me see what we got here. Phone overheated. Too many. Oh, too many. Oh, okay. Got you. Hold on. Let me click you back in, brother. But as you guys can see, there's always different ways to find different deals. I typically find my deals through direct marketing, right? So I spend money, and I have assistants that work for me that find deals, that help me find deals doing a couple of these different things. So there's ways to do this game, not just one thing. What's going on? You're back?
Yeah, bro. We was dropping too much heat. My phone crashed on me, said it was too hot.
All good, man. All good. All good.
But you was talking about one of the deals, how you didn't factor in some things into the rehab.
Yes, I didn't factor some things into the rehab, and so when the appraisal came, there were some things that the guy said I needed that I didn't have to meet the values of the other houses, and I just had to. It was at that point I had to just come out of pocket and do the upgrades at that point, or I would have had to severely. I would have had to pay that money, just lump sum money to the bank. I was like, why would I pay that money to the bank and I could just actually put the upgrades in that I was supposed to and make up the difference? And even still, I didn't get the value that I needed to when they came back. So just tough. Here's the thing, right?
You could have shopped around in different appraisers, but it's costly time.
So when you do the appraisal, I had already asked for a what are those things called? I had already put in a what are those called? With a dispute. I already put in a couple of disputes. I had already talked with the actual the company who hired the appraiser. Like I went through all hell and high water, because when somebody's telling you got to bring $15K to the table, I guarantee you're going to be on the phone with somebody. So yeah, that was not a great situation. And that's why I tell you guys, let me just write this down real quick so everybody can see. When you do BRRRR, the process of BRRRR, and this is some homework for you guys, right? I'm going to talk about this last thing, and then I got to get to, we're going to get to rebuttal. Yeah, there it is, Faith. Yeah, rebuttal. Talk about this, and then we're going to go into the winner for last week. So BRRRR, you guys, if you guys don't know, BRRRR strategy, and maybe this can be a different topic for tomorrow. I mean, next week or something like that, going deep. But you have your let's say, I don't want to start it. So you have your house. No, your purchase. So you purchase house. No, sorry. We're going to do it like this. We're going to say it's hard money. You got to find your hard money, right? Find your hard money lender. Then you find you a deal, right? find you a deal for who knows how much, whatever, $100,000, cool, right?
Now, and the
Then they,
backtrack on the hard money shot, as far as lending, certain lenders lend in certain areas. Have you found that to be the case, or
yes, certain lenders only lend in certain areas. There is such a thing as national lenders. I typically stay away from national lenders because they don't know the market. And you want to find you a local lender, right?
Well,
Somebody that's
even specifically in the city, like the lender I went to the other day, he just didn't want to lend in Pimlico.
you're breaking up a little bit. But to your point, what no, that's real. So some lenders don't have their own money. Some lenders are using other people. They're flipping somebody else's money, and they might not have the leeway to sit there and say, I'm only going to lend in certain areas. But then you also have lenders that have their own bread, and they can say, I'm just not going to lend to you because I don't like you, right? Or I'm not going to lend to you because I don't like you. I don't like this area, right? Somebody will lend in that area. And so lenders, when you're looking for lenders, you also shop around, right? Shop around because hard money lenders, they're not like banks, right? They all have different ways they run their business. They all are different. And you got to find somebody that's going to fit you. It's just like as if you were shopping for a pre-approval. What do they tell you? Go get 3 pre-approvals before you choose one. Shop around with your hard money lender. Ask them, what areas do you like them? Do you like to lend to? What areas do you not like to lend to? What are some things that previous clients of yours have done when why have they failed? Or why have they why do you see most people fail or make the wrong decision when you lend to them? You want to know certain stuff like that, because you want to see how they operate. You want to see what their deficiencies are. Most lenders are cool. There's some lenders that are not the greatest lenders, right? But you want somebody that gives a damn about where you buy, because if you don't know the area, how are you going to trust somebody to give you a loan for that area, and they're giving you this 12 to 15% interest rate and only giving you 6 months to do the deal? And then let's say you go and try to pull your exit strategy, whether it's to flip it or refi, and you can't even do that, and now they got you right where they want you. That sounds a little predatory to me, but I think about that kind of stuff, right? I'd rather a lender tell me no than tell me, yeah, hey, no, this is not a great area. I know because I've had multiple clients come to me in this area. I've done deals in this area, and it's never worked out, right? That's a good reason to be like, well, thank you for saving me from buying in this area.
So
right?
when you're looking at a house, are you looking at the assessed value currently at its current state, or are you also looking at what other cash buys have been bought for? If you're not looking at the ARV,
man. The value is in the comps. The value is always going to be in the comps, not the assessed value. The assessed value is based off the city and tax purposes. What do cities like to do? They like to collect taxes, right? So if I'm collecting taxes, guess what? I'm making all the assessed values a little bit higher than normal, right? Because I want you to pay taxes on this assessed value that's high. So I don't ever go off assessed value. Never do, right? You go off your comps.
As far as the ARV or at the current status of what the house is.
Everything is based on comparables, right? Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I can't possibly know what's going on in this area unless I look at what's been sold in this area. Comps are going to be real time, real vision, real money of what's going on, and you always follow the comps. Don't follow the assessed value. Don't follow the wholesaler's advice. You run your own numbers and you pull up your own comparables. And if you get, you might not be the greatest at it, ask an agent to help you out. Maybe an agent can comp it for you because that's what they're taught to do. But you look at the comps, not the assessed value, and definitely not what any wholesalers told you, because a wholesaler Ain't nothing wrong with wholesaling because I wholesale too. But a wholesaler is strictly out to make sure get a sale, right? I care about you buying the house, but when you look at wholesaler deals and they got at the bottom, do your own due diligence. That tells you right there. Do your own damn
Yeah.
due diligence because I'm not responsible for no numbers. I'm not responsible for saying, oh, the value is this, and then it doesn't end up being that value. You looking at me crazy? No,
Yeah.
do your own due diligence. Always
And
run
then,
your own numbers.
and then King, this is my last question. I know you gotta make a transition, but this is something that's
Yeah.
not talked about enough to where you're learning how to win from the front end. You know what I'm saying? You make your money when you buy. So I think that's why people can have
Yes.
that analysis paralysis because it's one of the biggest purchases you're gonna have in your life. To where ultimately you got to be mindful on how to win going in. You know what I mean? So I think for me,
Yes.
what are some numbers that you do you factor in like the insurance, the interest payments when you're running your numbers, so you don't have to pay that out of pocket? Because ultimately, you touched on one line to where you're paying for the upfront cost for the draw before you get the draw, and you're potentially still paying interest payments. So that could be pretty pricey right there. Just thinking about it off the top of my head. But do you put that in the numbers so where you can kind of have a little cushion, or you just prepare? Like how does that mindset go?
So yeah, when you're running the numbers, you always include that cost because however long you're holding that building, however long you're holding that property, whether it's before you sell it, whether it's before or before you refinance, all that's cost, right? If you don't include that, of course you're going to be paying that. So I include the interest payments, and I just change the word around. I look at the interest payments as a mortgage for the time being while I'm holding the property, because that's what it is, right? Even though it's not a mortgage, it's not a mortgage payment. I just look at it like a mortgage. I think of it like a mortgage. You got to pay it every month, right?
So what's the average interest payment per month? Like a couple grand? Does that sound about right? Like
Uh,
150, like a house like 150 interest, maybe like 15% or something like that.
it depends on the price. So like, well, you can't see that on my board, but all my properties, I have a list of all the interest payments that I have to make and the costs that are associated. I'm actually glad they're not shown on here, so y'all will know how much money I got to pay every month to keep some of these properties. But like for example, I got a 3 unit, right? I got a 3 unit, and the interest payment on that every month is $970.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Fake
Maybe I'm
laughing.
not
Fake
running my
know what it
I'm not
is.
running my numbers right. I was looking at it like you do 150. Like if your loan is for 150, you divide that by what was it, by 15, or by the loan length amount, 6 or 9 months, and
Mm-hmm.
then multiply that by the interest percentage, something like that.
I'm actually gonna be really honest. I don't know how they calculate that. I've never.
Okay.
All I know is like I'd be like, yeah, yeah, this is the house, this is the purchase price, this is the renovation cost, this is my all-in cost, and then they spit out an interest payment number, and I make that payment every month. It's more so resemblant to like a mortgage number, not like you're not paying like $2,000 a month, like nothing
Okay,
like
that's what I
that.
was saying. All right.
Yeah. Faith
Well, yeah,
probably knows. That's why Faith
that's
needs to
it for
get on
me,
here.
boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go, but yeah, I think that's important, man. Just learning the number aspect so you can win going in. You know what I mean? It's something I do a lot of research, and that's
I,
something
I
I good on that.
you will not win if you don't know how to run your own numbers,
Yeah,
right? How can you come to me to ask me to partner with you or give you money and you don't know the numbers on your development project?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, if that's the case, if you don't want to know, if you don't want to run numbers, you're the person I'm looking for from wholesaling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I might be able to put this joint out for 10K over what I got it on the market, but that boy Brent don't run numbers. I might get another 5K, 15K in assignment fee. So yeah, run your own numbers, brother. It'll save you a lot of money. I promise that.
All right, King. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, peace, man. Thanks, man. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I kind of give y'all an example of everything, how like run your own numbers, guys. That's the best thing I can say. Faith. I'm pretty sure Faith can say that. Oh, there it is. Faith's got the there it is. Look on the comment section below, because this is why I told you Faith is the GOAT. Look on the comment section below. I pinned her comment. That is how you calculate your that is how you calculate your interest payment every month if you're using hard money. Interest rate equals take the principal times the interest rate times the time. That should give you your monthly interest payment rate per month if you're planning on using hard money. So again, I can tell you right now, all my interest payments are probably, I don't have any interest payment that's over $1,000. That kind of lets you know all my deals are, 700 something, 900 something. Yeah, all between $700 and $900 are my interest payments for the properties that I still have and I'm paying hard money interest payments for. So that should give you an idea of that. So it's not some exorbitant amount. It's almost as resemblant like a mortgage. You still want to refinance because you're leaving money in the deal, whatever. Anyway, got to transition. To the contest winner. So if you guys didn't know, last week I posted on here and I said, hey, we're going to do a contest. I want you guys to post 30-second to 1-minute video on your page or on your story, because I know you guys are sensitive about your feed. So I said stories, right? And give 3 reasons why why home ownership is important to you, and also the steps you're taking to become a homeowner or purchase your next property. Action, right? We had a lot of videos. We had some videos that came in. I'm very appreciative of them. And I think I'm going to do another one. I think I'm going to do another contest, right? Why not, right? This is my favorite month. Well, it's not my favorite month, but I like this month. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'll be, I wouldn't be doing my duties if I wasn't spreading awareness in the best way I know how, and I can, and that I can. So that's my whole purpose, right? So also what I want you guys to do is take action. So we had some entries, and I will tell you that the winner of last week is, can I get some thumbs up first? Can I get some thumbs up? Who liked the challenge? Who liked the challenge, and who's going to participate in the next challenge? Give me a thumbs up first before I relinquish the winner. Give me some thumbs up. Let me know if you guys like that challenge or if you guys want to participate in the next challenge. Put some thumbs up. Thumbs up. Come on. Give me some thumbs up, baby. Come on. Give me some more thumbs up. I need action. I need participation. If you're gonna participate in the next challenge, put some thumbs up in there before I release the winner, right? Before I release the winner, because again, this is all about you guys. Oh, hey, my boss is on the line. My boss, Ariana, DMV broker. Shout out to Airbnb Company. Gang, gang, gang. Appreciate y'all for showing up. So, I'm watching from my computer. So drum roll on the contest winner. And don't worry, if you did not win this week, you have the chance to win next week. There are some submissions that came in a little tad late, but they're going to be compensated as well. So the winner. That means I need to hurry up and tell you guys the winner. The winner of this week's contest is Jack's Florida Promotions. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for submitting your video and telling us 3 reasons why home ownership is important to you and the steps that you're taking to win, to become a homeowner. I will DM you and I will tell you what you won. Actually, I'll tell you, hey man, guess what? I'm out here spreading awareness, you know what I'm saying? My man's is going to get hooked up with some free Love Yours, you know what I'm saying? Love Yours gear, breast cancer awareness. This is all October vibes, you know what I'm saying? He's going to get a nice little care package with some Love Yours in it. And I ain't talking just shirts, you know? I got other merchandise. I got phone cases. I got coffee cups. I got I got crew necks. So my man's going to get a nice package. You know why? Because he took action. Shout out to the other participants. I know my boss participated. You know what I'm saying? My boss participated. Thank you. We already got something already in the works. So, you know, anyway, we already got something in the works. So, you know, it's all love yours. You're going to get yours anyway. So, but shout out to my man's. Oh, dang. I have a call with the developer, actually. So I'm gonna get off this. But shout out to Florida Jack's Florida Promotion for winning this week. This week's contest. Again, I'm doing another one. I need more participation this time. More people can win. I'm doing this all October, baby, because this is all about spreading awareness for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So again, guys, if you want to participate this week, go on Instagram, make a 30-second to 1-minute video, and tell us why homeownership is important to you and some of the steps that you're taking to become a homeowner. It's very simple, right? Tag my profile when you do so, and you will be automatically submitted into the pool of potential winners. So again, 3 reasons why homeownership is important: 30-second to 1-minute video, steps you're taking to become a homeowner, tag my profile, and obviously you're going to be submitted. I will relinquish the winners next week on next week's show, right? Jack's Florida Promotions, shout out to you. Congrats. I will be getting in touch with you via DM, and you're going to send me your address, and I'm going to send you a whole Love Yours care package, baby. That's how we do it. That's how we get down. That's how we get back to the people. This is how I give back. All this stuff is free. This knowledge, this Love Your stuff, it's all free, right? It's for y'all. It's not for me. It's for y'all, right? I'm out here trying to spread a message, whether it be through real estate, loving yourself, loving your situation, spreading awareness for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and just, you know, breast cancer awareness in general. It's touched me personally. Cancer sucks. Fuck cancer, you know, in all forms, right? So, yeah, the things that I'm passionate about is the things that I'm up here talking about pretty much on a daily. I ain't never swayed. I ain't never flawed. You already know what my profile is all about. It's pretty much all about real estate and Love Yours and spreading awareness for breast cancer. So I just hope that you guys continue to support me. And I thank you guys. I've been real on here since day mother freaking one. And I'm going to continue to do so as long as you guys continue to support me. So shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Jack's Florida. Keep saying it. Jack's Florida Promotions for participating and winning. Get in contact with me via DM. Shout out to everybody else. My boss is on here. Thank you for showing up. Faith, thank you for showing up. Kylie King, Shay, Sneaker Fiend. Where can I purchase a shirt? Says Sneaker Fiend. You can purchase a shirt on Love Yours on www.loveyourspod.com. That's LOVE LOVEYOURZ, like a Z, pod.com. You can go on there, you can make your purchases, help support the cause. Most of these proceeds go to the Christine Mays Memorial Scholarship Foundation, which is a nonprofit in my mother's name, in memory of her. And most of the proceeds are going to scholarships that we're going to be relinquishing. So 2 kids, 2 kids. So again, make sure you guys support. I gave you guys a website. Participate in the challenge. Also, screenshot this, post it to your story, let folks know what we're doing. This is nothing but free giveaway stuff, free knowledge, free shirts, free game. How can you not want to spread this word? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't asking y'all to do anything else but spread the word, right? I don't ask for much. So do that for me. I love y'all a long time. Appreciate y'all. I gotta hit this call. My professor / this developer, we're trying to get some big things moving. I told y'all I'm gonna get this 100-unit apartment building built in Baltimore. I'm not playing with y'all. All right, I'm not playing. All right, guys.